So in this part, we're going to explore the Firebase backend system. So if you already have logged in, just check on the left side. You have analytics that will show the analytics of your app. Then you have auth. This stores the users list that you create with your app. So every time a user signs up to your app, a user will be listed here. So this is pretty easy to use. I'll be showing you to you guys later. Next is the database. This stores all the additional data you want to store inside your app, the strings and int, everything. You can store it here. It's pretty much like a JSON view, if you guys may know. It's pretty much similar to that, but I'll explain this to you guys later. Next is the storage, and storage is like here you can store all the files for the app. Say for example, if you want to store a few media files, images, audio, like if you create a chat system and user sends some file, you can upload it here and the other user can view it from here. That's pretty much a long process, but we will cover it soon. Next is the hosting. Here you can upload your web apps and all. This is like hosting for your web app. Then there's pretty bunch of stuff like test lab, crash reports. Their crashes are listed inside this, and last one is the ad mob. And ad mob is pretty much like they'll provide ads for your Android app, and you can implement it really quickly and start earning with it. But the problem is you must have a lot of users for your app. That's how you earn it. So anyways, inside the analytics, you probably will not see anything because we haven't even created the app, and user will when the user will start using the app, it will start updating the analytics. Anyways, so in this part, we're going to add a few things to our app, and in the next part, we will start discovering the database. So let's do one thing. Go to your home of the dashboard, and here inside this, just click on this learn more button in analytics or auth or anywhere you want to. So I'm just gonna hit the learn more button, and you can see that there is this is the documentation and there is the get started link. So click on that and choose Android because that's what we are using right now. So getting started is pretty easy. All you have done right now is connected your backend to the app. That's these steps like adding the dependencies, adding this file at the bottom, and there are the available libraries that you can use for the app. So I'm going to include a few of these libraries that we are going to work with in the several next tutorials. So first thing that we are going to use is the analytics, and this is pretty much you can use it for later, because whenever you are launching the app, you'll be needing analytics that time, because at the time of testing there won't be much users, and that won't even calculate the analytics for our app. So we're going to leave it just for right now. Next thing is the database. That's exactly what we are going to use. So if you want to use database, you must include this library into your app level Gradle file. So open up your Android Studio and select the build Gradle, and inside the dependencies after this one, type in compile, and inside the commas paste this link. Now there is one little problem with 9.4.0 version is that it doesn't finds out the file or something. It just causes some problem with Android Studio. So I'm gonna be decreasing it to a lower version, that is 9.2.0. Maybe till the time you are watching this video, this thing is fixed and you can use 9.4.02, but right now I'm going to change it to 9.2.0. So next thing what you want to do is add the crash report. This is pretty much like using it for the later as well, because crash reports are logged by the users that are using the app, but you can use it for test purposes too, because probably you'll be sending the app to many of the people to test it, and the crash report will help you a lot. So next thing is the auth, and this is where you will store the users. So these three things we will be needing to get started with Android backend. So that's pretty much it for this part, and in the next part we're going to add some data to our database, and then we're going to start using it with our Android app.